And welcome back, everybody. Let me get switched over here. Man, there is quite a delay in that tonight. All right. And yes, you are seeing that right. I made a blueprint to try to make this easier. think it's just going to have to go into the little bump out there. I think that's the way it's going to have to be. I can't see what I'm doing. I didn't think that was very straight. Yep, that wasn't either. Did I mess this one up then? No, it's good. Interesting. Yep, go figure. Go figure. Okay, I gotta figure out how we're gonna connect all these. I don't want you on the conveyor, I want you over here. Hmm. I'm gonna have to come out here and add to each one. Problem is, I'm not able to carry the materials I need for the blueprint. I need to get some of the stuff out of my pocket is what I need to do. Because it takes a lot of this wire. Yeah, I'll be out of steel beams here before long too. I'll have to go down and get some more of those. I'm just starting up here every time, that way I make sure I'm starting even so everything stays even. Yep, steel beams. Okay. I could have just went out the other side. That's right, we'll just drive over there. We've already used a lot of the wire we just picked up. I'll probably get these two out of here. The quartz, fabric, all that. Let's run over to the office, shop, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Now we have room. Resources. I need to get... I have concrete up there in the truck. I definitely need more of that wire. And I'm going to need more of the other wire too. Which are both already up there. Came up a little too quick there. Can't see my chat. There it is. Ah, there's Parasite. What's up, man? I decided to get my lazy butt up out of bed. Come in here and work on this for a little bit. At least till I get tired. I know we got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. But, it is what it is. I mean, if I can't sleep, I can't sleep. That's just the way life goes. I don't know where I'm going. I don't need to go up there. I'm going to take this out on the floor. Get it off of our ramps, and then if I do need to, we have the resources in it. I like using the buggy because it's a little bit quicker to get downstairs and back up here. Alright, I need both wires. Now we use a lot of this wire over here, so there we go. Yep, I got tired of wasting time putting in one little light at a time. So this little light of mine went down to the blueprint station, and we set us up a pretty little blueprint. So now all I gotta do is get this all lined up right, which can be kind of difficult if there's stuff in the way. But it's going a lot quicker and a lot easier than doing just one light at a time. Which we might have to do at some point. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to delete those. So, it is what it is. We will do that. It says it's right. It better be right. I don't quite understand why we're... Are we still going outside? No? Okay. Just met. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't want to do all that now. No. Okay. We need to come over here and set up some more of these. Don't worry, guys. It's just the cat trying to rearrange the kitchen. Honestly, I've given up the fight. I mean, you fix it and they just want to put it right back the way they had it. So, you know. We'll fix it. It's just not going to be right now. Okay, now I gotta go hook each section up. Ooh, I got that one off. That's okay. That one's off too. Just don't look, guys. Don't look. If you don't look, it doesn't exist, right? Boom. Like they never existed. I'm not going to do that yet because we'll probably have more that we've got to take off there, but yeah. I want to do this before we get the machines in here because I'm telling you, putting lights in on the first floor, having all that stuff down there in the way, yeah, that's a nightmare. It's a nightmare trying to put lights up down there. So I'm trying to do it before I get the aluminum all set up. And then I believe, let's look here real quick. I believe all we have after that is finishing out the walls out here. I got to put walls around down there, and then we've got to finish the walls down here and across the back. I need to extend this out by 2, and then we'll finish the wall across there also. So not a whole lot left to finish up, but there is enough. And it's not necessary to finish it all just to get aluminum set up, but I like to have at least a good stopping point before I'm moving on to something else. And I don't see a reason why we can't just finish it. This will come up however high we need it. I'll probably come up 2 or 3 storage bins, and then we will throw another roof on this section, because that's what all this is for. This is all left open for more storage if it's needed. More tanks, more containers, whatever the case may be. And I accidentally painted some of the roof while I was painting earlier. Oops. Yeah, we'll have to go through and fix all that. There's still minor details. And I say minor, but there's a lot more details I'd like to put into this. But where is the time for all that? Well, we're gonna have to make time. We need to get this moved. It's not gonna take much to bring that wall zoopy zoop down this way. I'm probably going to put a wall or windows down through here. Not sure yet. And I swear I've used probably every piece of glass that they make in this thing, just getting a kind of an idea of what things look like. So I may go with these, the triple frame all the way up on this side and leave the outside those octagons. I'm just not sure yet. I kind of like using the clear panel for the inside details, like I did around the ramps. But anyway, let's not get too distracted. Let's continue putting in some lights. We need some more of this. And we're going to need some more of that as well. Eventually. Eventually. See, that storage is getting in the way, which is going to make this a little bit of a challenge to get this lined up here. Yeah, I didn't get that spread like I've been trying to get them. I've been trying to spread them apart more. At least one little space in between. Like that. We're missing the wire. Come on, get out of there. Okay. Well, mouse batteries might be dying again. Okay, the cat's gonna rearrange the living room too, apparently, tonight. Now, the rest of this will be pretty easy because we already got the first runs in. So, should be fairly easy. I think those are just going to have to touch because we're going to have to delete those outside ones. Well, we don't necessarily have to, I guess, but it'll look better in the end if we do. have to make another steel beam run here soon. Give me a second, guys. Alright. Sorry about that. Sounds like a bull in a china shop. These kids didn't put some stuff away. I found out why they're rearranging the kitchen. They're getting into things they shouldn't be getting into. Right now, I'm not using that stuff. Probably put some of this in the truck, which will allow us to grab some more of the copper wire, which while we're down here, I'm going to check and see if the ore conveyor belts have caught back up yet. That's why I have this stuff shut off at the moment. Okay, that should be moving because that's feeding our aluminum. But our other ores out here, we're having a hard time catching back up. This one seems to have caught back up. That one hasn't, but it doesn't seem like it's struggling either. Yeah, so that's feeding these, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay. And we unlocked the switches now, so we can start putting some switches in instead of sitting here and turn everything off individually. Yeah, I want the ingot to catch back up now. Okay. Alright, we'll let that run for a while. Get that caught back up. And our factory should be well on its way. Run up here to the truck real quick. We're not using concrete for these. The only time I need that is for doing like lights or a foundation. Shouldn't need rubber for a minute. Plastic. Yeah. The only thing that bites on this is it takes a minute for the blueprint to print out. Which is okay, there's nothing wrong with that, it's just a little time consuming. You know what? I'm gonna start just doing it like it should be here. And you know, maybe I should have just left them. I mean, it'd have put light in the ramp. That's okay. We can put them back. We can put them back. Alright, so we just scan until it turns blue, and those are the ones we gotta connect together. What are you doing? And no matter what, it's time consuming. Okay, now it should just be hooking up these. Bam, let there be light. Yeah, there we go. We missed one. There we go. And we'll just keep going with it all the way across. And then we won't be working in the dark all the time. What do y'all think about that? Even with windows, it gets dark in here. See, just something as simple as that conveyor belt just throws the whole thing off. This recipe calls for a lot of wire. Yeah, I might have to get more cable too. That's the good thing about working on this particular floor, is because the resources are right here. When we go to do the other ones, well, it's not going to be so pleasant. We'll have to run back and forth and back and forth and back and forth getting all the materials. Now, how I did the blueprint is no secret. I went out there and put up a beam, and I attached a foundation to it. I froze the foundation into place, froze the hologram, moved it where I needed it to be, and I ran as many foundations as I could connect out there above the head, and then I connected lights to it individually like this. Connected the wires to it. Then you go out and delete the foundation, and you're good to go. We'll figure that out over there later. This is what we've really got to get done so that we can get our machines put in here, and we can get all that aluminum stuff over here and get that moving. Yeah, I kind of messed this up a little bit. That's okay. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, see that? I'm not going to worry about that. We'll do singles on that or something. We'll get that set up. Goodness gracious, we've already went through that wire. Wow. That's where it'd be good to get that dimensional storage set up. And we will. We will. Just takes time. Just takes time, guys. We need steel beams. Again. Might as well just go get them. Might as well just go get them. Where'd we leave the... Okay. I am pretty sure we don't have an explorer over there. I'll go look. Eventually. I'm almost positive that's the one that we fell off the map with, and it's just still showing up over there. Yep, we're gonna have to turn these on for sure. These are all pipes. Pipes are good for right now. We definitely need steel beams. You shut down for a second. This is already shut down. Perfect. Okay, let's let all that build back up. And then, well, I guess if we run out of beams, then we're on halt for a while. I'm almost positive I don't have any laying around somewhere, so... Not that I won't go look, 'cause, I mean, we could. We could, and I just forgot about it. Okay, now we got to put these in individually. before we get too far on this, let's see if they're sticking out of the side of the building over here. Very little. Very little. So, I guess we could just leave the lights off on that section. Yeah, I'll figure something out. We'll see. Let's leave it for now. Let's leave that for right now. Of course, I can't see up there whether or not we are hooked up like we're supposed to. The roof panels do matter. I figured that out. Okay, we found a hole. We sure did. Okay, I have no idea what just happened right there. I am glad that these highlight when they're not hooked up, because can you imagine the nightmare of trying to figure this out if they didn't? Ta-da! Our factory's lit up now. We'll have... I think we're good out that wall now. Missing concrete. Yep, yep, yep. At some point, we might be able to figure out some kind of weird thing to do with the lights and have to tear them all back down again. But who knows? Okay. We'll have a little bit to finish in this corner, light-wise. I may just do out theirs separately. I do wish I could have got a little bit tighter in the blueprint, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbled. It must be bugs, because I don't see nothing. I do have the sensitivity turned stupid high on that camera, so... Sweet. Alright, I don't know. Maybe if I stand right in here. Let's go. Nope. Can't go through things. Swim like a fishy. Okay. Alright, so we have from this tank right here. Yep, this guy. That one. Did you get that? That one. Right here. Yeah. Alright. Anyway. Okay, from there over, that is our silver solution, or aluminum solution. Okay, from this tank this one, this guy right here. That way is water, right? Because one side produces a solution that feeds the other side that requires water. So we have water coming up to those machines that require water to make our solution. Okay, so what I've done for right now is I have tied our water storage back into our machines. Now, once that quits working for us, I'm going to tie off here. I'm going to come down somewhere. I mean, it may just be right here in the middle of the driveway, our path. Okay, it could just be right over here. We're going to set it up to a packager, which is then going to send it to, you got it, a sell point. Get rid of it. Keep it moving. So yeah, there's that. We got a nice little beautiful ramp here. Of course, you guys have seen that. When we come out here, and there's our road. Okay, you guys seen that part. Okay, I went with a very basic flat roof on this one. And we're not done. I'm gonna bring up and box up around our ramp here and make it all nice and pretty. But yeah, for now, this is as far as I've gotten. Okay, we're not done. We're just you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's coming in stages. It's coming in stages. Okay. Come down here a little bit, back off. I can't do that because we're standing in the middle this time. Okay, so I added on the ramps and stuff I talked about adding on. That's done. I'm still debating moving this road or completely getting rid of it. Because we can. I'm not close enough to show you. Maybe I can get high enough to show you. Yeah, see right there? We got a ramp down into the grass. Okay, as long as we can cross the tracks here, we can access over here. We don't need that road. We can get rid of it if we want to. We could bring it straight in. We have several options that we could do with it. That guy right there, girl, whatever it is going to continue flying through our factory. There's nothing we can do about it. So just, yeah, enjoy or ignore it. Something, because there's nothing I can do about it besides build outside of its little flying circle here. It's pretty routine. It goes down there, circles back, comes back, circles around. You know, kind of like NASCAR. And that big, lazy slug-a-lug apparently can walk through our walls too. So, yeah, he gets in every now and then. And I hate being mean to him. I really do. He's not harmful. He's a nice little guy, but man, does he get in the way sometimes, you know? I mean, it's just like he don't leave you an option. You can't just stand there, you know? You gotta move. You gotta get out of the way. But yeah, we got some walls to put up. So this I left open. I did explain this a little bit this morning. So if we want to add machines, we can to either side. You don't have to. Right here, I'm wanting to leave this open if I can to be able to drive through here, but it's not a necessity because these two lanes I added in here specifically for driving. We're going to add one more at least back here so we can get all the way around this setup. We can ramp right down into here. Either way we go, we can get all the way around. Now up here, obviously, that gets us up onto the high sky road. The upper sky road. We have the upper and the lower. Okay, and I'm keeping that right now so we have access to the bauxite location and the other oil location until we get the railway fixed and figure some other things out on that side of things. I'm just going to kind of leave that as is for right now. Once we get the rail finished and all that, bauxite will come all the way around, oil will come through, all that. We'll get that all squared away. So you can go down here. Okay, that's going to take you down and around. This takes you back down here. That'd be the second floor. Now we're on the third floor. Okay. Or you can go up. And we're going to have to go back to our guy because we are not close enough. Okay, so over here we have several options. I was going to just fence or wall this off over here. But this will take you straight down to the ground. Straight down. Kind of like an emergency exit. Just poof, done. You're gone. Right? Or if you like a more gentle approach, well, you come down here and you got, oh, excuse me, one or two ways. My goodness. You can go this way, hit a ramp, and go down. This is also going to take you to the train. Okay. Or you come this way. Okay. This way is going to get you down to the first floor also. Alright. And then we have the option of going back up to the Sky Road. Okay. So we just did a complete circle. Okay. This will take you right back down. Boom. You're on the first level. Okay. Oh no, I'm outside. And I have not drove on this yet, so there we go. Boom, we're back in. Okay. So that was all brand new addition. This was a new addition. Now you want to get up there to where we were at for storage. Alright, here you go. Big open parking lot. And maybe we can do some donuts or something up here. Doesn't look that way, but you know. There we go. Anyway, gotta still paint everything and get all that squared away, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. Now, that, I believe I have the entrance to that where we can access it over here, I think. Yep, there we go. Ta-da! This is where all the silicone is coming. And yes, Mr. Fireside, I've been labeling. This one is not. I had those labeled, but I was moving everything. I've got to get those done. But bam. Bam. Okay. Down here. Labeled. Bam. Bam. Wabam. Wabam. Okay. All four corners of these tanks are labeled. Shabam. Okay. Now, once I can buy the big screens, well, then we can get a little fancier, you know. You come up a ramp and you have a screen that tells you which way to go, you know, kind of like an airport. Man, that's working good. That is working good. But yeah, guys, that's the new layout. We've got our endless possibility storage facility over there. And, yeah, just kind of doing a test run on everything, seeing how I wanted to set everything up. So, I need the truck to get my quartz back. Okay, it's not in the truck. I left that downstairs. Okay, well. Let's go get it. Still gotta finish the catwalks, get those wrapped away. Yeah, we still got some stuff to do, guys. It's almost like playing some Mario Kart, you know? 280 to go. And this may change out eventually. I may just try to tie this in somehow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's still pretty dark. Or bright, is what I meant. That didn't change anything. That's better. Wabam. We'll have to get the truck to finish this, I guarantee. But was this one a 1 or a 2? That one's a 2. I didn't change over to the 1 until I did the next floor. Yeah, you know what? It's storage. We'll finish this wall out. You know what? It is what it is. Come on now. A little more steady with the mouse there. Now see, that's where something's not lining up right. So we're going to have to figure out this stripe. Because, yeah, something's not in the right spot. That is for sure. And I'm thinking it's this one. We might have to go outside and look and see where we messed up on that. Might be easier to fix from out there too. But anyway. Didn't mess it up too bad. And we can still use it. Now, I don't know about sending trucks up and down it, but okay. So that top one is kind of messed up. Yep. You should be up one more. So the black one is messed up. There we have it. There we have it. Yeah, see, we're supposed to be following that top row of glass right there. It's easy to do. Fireside's still just sitting over there on the job, you know. Sipping on his coffee over there. That's alright. He works hard. Let him take a break. Now, see, I might. I don't know if it'll let us. Yep, it's gonna have a fit trying to do that. Actually, that's not even the right one. See how this one laid differently than down there? It does matter, guys. If you're not paying attention, you can easily get that off, and then, well, if you're like a lot of us out here, it's gonna bug you. So then you gotta delete it and fix it. And let's see, we still have this down here we've got a box in. And I think I got the wall done down that way. Really need to get this power situation figured out. I guess I coulda, shoulda, probably stuck with the single, or the two instead of the one. Hey, Sydney. Oh, it got you for using the all caps. I guess I need to shut that off. I mean, you know. I know you're not yelling at me, Sydney. Yeah. I'll have to turn that one off too. We can't have it getting on to Sydney. Now that's just not okay. You might have to remind me, Sydney, but I'll go in. It'll have to be off stream, but I will go in and I'll fix that. You're not, are you? Well, I might have to fix that too. I'm just all kinds of behind and messed up. No, you're alright. I wouldn't mind having you as one, eh? I already lost one, and, well, you know the reason for that one. Oh, that's good. Good deal. Yeah, I know he was trying to rework some stuff over on his side. Well, let me see here. There we go. Well, there's one problem fixed there, Miss Sydney. And the other one I gotta do, I've either gotta black everybody out or I have to go off stream and fix it, but I will try to get that all caps thing off of there. Now you can get on to people. Especially that fireside guy. I mean, he comes in here, I mean, he just raises all kinds of hell. No. We can't be banning Peephole now. He might get mad at us for that. Oh yeah, it's gonna burn for a little while. Yep. Oh yeah, all the time. Welcome to the channel. And we're finishing up this edition, and then I'll be able to set up the machines for running all this aluminum stuff. So, and I know there's more to come, so who knows? We may be expanding again. I mean, it's a high possibility. We're working on phase 4. Give me just a second, and I'll go over there and we'll see what all we've got to work on. We'll take a shortcut here. I'm not going to run around trying to get a truck or a car or a... Hey, there's the buggy. We can take the buggy. I don't know if it'll teach us how to Dougie, but... Actually, since we're on this floor, we can just go over and take the elevator. Yeah, and I'm not quite to the point of doing the mega factories. Um, I've been messing around with the blueprints a little bit. I'm just trying to get everything unlocked. Um, and I've already redone my factory and all that, but yeah, we're on phase 4. I'm on tier 7. Um, and everything in here is requiring aluminum. So it has been direly important for us to get the aluminum set up. Um, so that's where we're at. I got a lot of research done. We've got a lot of that completed. Um, I'm down to just here and there stuff. I've got to go collect some more materials and things to finish this up. But yeah, we're almost done with research. And like I said, just trying to get that aluminum put in. I've got it started, but I have been trying to finish up the 3rd floor. So we got the basement, the 1st floor, 2nd floor, and then we have the 3rd floor. So I have been trying to get that finished up so that we can set up our machines. Well, I don't know why my phone keeps locking the screen. Untitled right now, I'm using coal and fuel. Um, I'm not too nuclear yet. I know that's coming up very quickly too, so um, yeah, we all just try to get along and be nice, and uh, I'm not gonna beg people to hit the like button and subscribe and all that. Everyone is fully aware of how to hit the like buttons, subscribe if you like what you see, and all that good stuff. But it does help the channel, and I do appreciate it when people do. Other than that, just follow standards, be nice. We're all here to hang out, have fun. That's what this channel is. I do have some other games I play, but we've been kind of stuck in Satisfactory since I got it. So occasionally I'll take a break from it. I do some things at home, but I try not to do too much without y'all. Thank you, Sydney. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I can take on a little venture and show through, take a break from this for a minute. That's not a big deal. Um, I can show you what I got set up. Fuel has been kind of a little bit of a nightmare. Um, let's see. Let's show you the coal first. This road may be getting deleted out of here, but since it's here, we'll use it. I don't really need it here, so not anymore. I built some blueprints for my train tracks. Still working on finishing that project up. But yeah, right down there is my coal setup. Quite a few plants set up down there. Took me a while to get that set up. I wish I could get rid of this heart in the middle of my chat. With a lot of patience. Once you unlock stuff, you could buy the different brackets and beams and all that kind of stuff. You can do all kinds of crazy things if you get the store going. So I haven't really done a whole lot down here to really organize things and make it, not quite spaghetti. I see like the pipes here, instead of just bringing them in all over the place, I brought them in on top of each other. Yeah, it may cause a little bit of a lift problem, but it's nothing a pump won't fix. As far as the conveyors, where are we at here? Conveyors. So you can buy, obviously you get the conveyor pole and the stackable. Then you can get the wall mount, the conveyor, ceiling mount, the holes. Then you've got the walls where you can do the conveyors in the walls. Through the floor, all kinds of things like that. So the way I do it is I'll kind of honestly just throw things together, and then I'll go back and look at it, and I'll see where I can run everything. So like when I just did this addition on here, let's see, go down this way. When I did the addition, of course I've been playing enough, I was able to kind of plot things out a little bit better. I went through and redone out here before I ever got this far, because I had a spaghetti mess going on out here. It was horrible. I gotta get across these tracks. There's only a certain spot I can cross them. So when I was able to bring in this down here, I was able to kind of plot it out a little bit better. So I brought the pipe up through the floor. Everything's just kind of run nice and neat, tucked away. I used the lifts to get it up there, and then just run as straight a lines as possible. And then of course you can contort these. So anything I'm bringing out of the factory over here, I've got coming out and running down the wall, trying to be as neat as possible. And I've done the same thing inside. Down here, where I was telling you about, this was an absolute spaghetti nightmare out here. It took some doing, but I was able to get everything again kind of stacked up nice and neat. I've had to add some splitters and things like that since, so yeah, it takes patience. Now I'll take you over there and I'll show you the fuel power system. I'm in the process of redoing the one rail system here. So instead of having that one way up in the sky up there, you don't know if it's a plane, a bird, well, I promise you it's a train. Okay. That train is not going to exist once I get this track complete. This track is not complete. It runs almost all the way over there. I still have some work to do. But it runs way on the other side of those rocks there, down into a dip. And it's going to come back out and actually connect with the train I have over here, and then into the factory. But that train up there is actually running more oil over to our fuel factory. Now what did I do? I came too far. I did. I took it back over here. I got to talking, got distracted, and forgot. Give me just a second. My phone just blacked back out. Hang on. The reason it's kind of complicated for me right now, my actual gaming monitor went out on me, so I'm using a tiny monitor that just absolutely sucks. But I'm here. It works, and we're just kind of pulling through this right now until I can get another monitor, and then I'll have chat pulled up like I normally do. But for now, I gotta look at it on my phone, and for some reason my phone keeps screen locking. But let me get over here and I'll see what you said. And I'm still working on stuff too. Nothing is complete. I needed that anyway. We'll add that right there. There we go. Nothing is complete yet. I've been trying to decide whether to make the lights blue all the way across this. I don't know yet. Just really haven't made up my mind. I like it blue on the train tracks, on the blueprint that I made for that. It's working out nice. And I got to redo this track over here, get it set up on the braces and things. But this is my power facility, and it is absolutely huge. So we added on these tanks to haul in extra oil. And we got more tanks there for oil. Train comes in here, picks up the rubber and plastic. And then you get over here into productions. So I am producing this awful blue residue, and it is actually coming out here. Open sesame, thank you. We're making fabric out here. I need to get a better setup going on that, of course, but these are all producing fuel. The fuel is transferred into a series of tanks over here. We have about, I think it was 13 generators over here. Now I'll come down here. We'll jump across the street, make sure nothing's coming, of course. And we have our other generators over here. Now I'm not fully turned on over here, so we're not fully producing the amount of power I can produce. Sydney, if you're still there, here's Peepaw. He's just over here sitting down on the job. Look at this. Look at this. Just sitting on the job. The other half of this is right over here. We got batteries. We got our rubber. We got our plastic. But, let's see here. Yep, I like the paint too. Alright, yeah. I understand that. You go get some rest. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You're more than welcome to come back. We'd love to have you again. I don't know if you've already left or not, but, yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. But yep, for anybody else that's wondering, I've got the resin comes across into these storage bins, and then it feeds into those machines. Right now we're only producing plastic because we have, well, quite the overstock of rubber. honestly. Um, but plastic and rubber come back across. Again, those go up into the storage. The train picks that up and takes it to our factory. And these are complete buildings over here as well, in case anybody else is wondering. And then we also have an underneath where we ran. Well, I can't get past that, so well, I don't know how to get out of the water either. There we go. And Fireside was with us. Well, I don't know what is going on right now. Our camera has had a fit. Okay, so we have some underneath platforms going on. I've got to come in and still put pillars in, so this looks a little more realistic. But this is where we're running some of our fuel lines down and across, things like that. So there's still details I've got to put in, but we're getting there, guys. And then this goes all the way out and over to the other train station that is most likely going to be deleted. And I will bring all that over here and add on to this, and we can just produce all that right here. Instead of having a factory way out there by itself, we'll just bring it all right here, local. And I may build a foundation and sit that up a little bit higher and a little bit easier to access, but yeah, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them if I know the answers. If not, well, I'll try to find the answers. But you are more than welcome to ask questions. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of work to do in here on walls and things, but I do still have to finish the lights on this floor. I was kind of in the process of doing these lights when I decided to go make the blueprint to do it a little bit faster, because, you know, I mean, somebody, I don't know who this somebody was, but they decided to make this, you know, ginormous building, so, you know, it takes forever to put lights up. But yeah. This is all a work in progress. But I am starting to get to the point where, you know, we might build another facility when it comes down to getting into nuclear and things like that. I don't know yet. we do still have quite a bit of room left in here that we can kind of play with. But, you know, it might be fun to have nuclear somewhere else. I'll have to look outside and see if we're missing a panel. This here. I could do like I did downstairs. Or upstairs, I should say. But for right now, we'll just do this right here. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Till I figure out how I want to put this together. Because I don't know if we're going to be bringing any more conveyor belts this way. I'm just kind of right now leaving that as an option. So we'll just kind of, yeah. We know there's an edge there. Don't go over there. Okay. All of this can come down now. We don't need that there. Okay. There we go. Yep. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about trying to drive through there. We don't have to worry about cutting our ramp off. And we have plenty of room to get behind here. Perfect. Why these didn't go all the way, but okay. Let's see here. Yeah, right there. We'll go with a see-through frame. And why? Well, why not? Okay, now to finish that off. I like to do that. Yeah, that'll work. I do have room for a little bit of whatever right here on the side. Still gives us room to get all the way around. We'll have to get rid of a tree or two. But we definitely have room to get all the way around here, so we can run extra pipes through here if we need to. I wanted to make sure we had enough room for additional stuff if we need it. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing all that, since we know that's how we want it, there we go. Well, I guess that's not how we want it because our wall isn't sitting in it right. We need to go with the top of that instead. Yeah, right there. There we go. We can fix the ugly down here if we need to. Bam. There we go. Yep, we've got to fix the wall still, or yeah, the paint job still, but it's looking good. We're getting there. I need to stack up some storage up here, just get an idea how tall this wall needs to go. We'll get it built, and I don't know, I may put a roof on it. I don't know that we'll need all of that in storage unless I just decide to completely move everything into one general storage location. That might happen. That very well might happen. But right now, no. If I stack up like 2 or 3, I'll be able to get the wall up, and that'll be more than enough storage for what we have here, plus the lower level there. So yeah, I think we're in good shape here. Let's go up here. Get turned around. I need to go up here and send that bauxite down. Well, I can get this storage up here deleted. And we can delete this foundation up here. Minus the road here. Sorry. I am yawning like something crazy. Which is all this. Maybe I did run it down already. Nope, it's still here. Yep. So it stops here. Okay. It's an awful lot of ore to lose. What if we set up a quick truck station to haul it down there, maybe? I don't know. Let me think about that. We may just run a conveyor down, hook it into the train. Maybe we run a couple of trucks back and forth and get it brought down here. Let me think on it. And no, I don't have anything fancy smancy like these mega factories, but you know, there's a lot to go into that. If you're not aware of what goes into that, do some research. Yeah, you've got to have a big enough computer to do it. You've got to potentially go in and change game files just to be able to build bigger than what you already are. Yeah, there's stuff that goes into that. It's not just getting in here beating the game and going back and building, you know, ridiculously massive factories. There's a lot that goes into that, and not only that, the planning. You know, trying to plan what your theme gonna be, what your building's gonna look like. I mean, it's all, there's a lot that goes into that. So we're far from being able to do that right now. I'll have to look and see if my PC is able to run that kind of stuff. It is a gaming PC. It's able to run quite a bit, and it runs this game well. My biggest issue has been using this small monitor. It's kind of died down on graphics and things like that, so there's a few things that aren't quite the way they were before. But that's because I had to change a lot of stuff to even be able to do this with you guys without that monitor. So if I try to do good graphics on this monitor, it has a stroke. It's awful. So yeah, I had to change quite a bit there. I really want to redo this concrete system. I'd like to get it set up differently, a little bit neater, but also so it's not right in the middle of the driveway. Since we brought the aluminum in and did it here, I had to take out the foundation I had to access that pond underneath us again. We might have enough room to bring in at least a couple of machines. On the next floor up. See, I got to figure all that out too. I had to go through and redo the first floor completely, get it more organized, to get it where it made a little bit more sense. The second floor, I've been trying to keep that set up for the manufacturers. So we're going to be bringing aluminum production. Boy, I don't know. I really wanted to keep that area open for storage. We may just set up aluminum right there. Some of it. Not all of it, but at least some of it. And whatever's going to run off of those materials, and then everything else could be shipped over here. We take that sky road out. I do have room for more storage up here. So if I believe right, you start off with a constructor to make the ingots. No, gotta have casing. Which one makes the... Okay, is it the... Was it the foundry? What are we missing? Rotors. Okay, that's constructor. Constructor. I thought I had a... maybe I tore them down. I thought I already had them set up where I could see what did what, but I know we've got to start off with a couple of things over there. Where's the truck? Because the truck has materials in it. But it doesn't have rotors. Okay. I may have left them downstairs in storage. Oh, come on now. We'll just take the quicker way. Yep, there they are. Yeah, there it is. So we got to take both of those materials over there and run them through these to get our ingots, and then from there we keep refining it into other products. So yeah, maybe that's what we do. Set up right over here in the middle. And I set up a billion storage on purpose. I didn't want to run out of room while I was trying to figure this out. We set up here. I'd have to run that down here. And then we could run into this set of storage with the ingots, which would allow us to run out and over into something else. And we could set up a decent little production here, I think. Start everything back here. Start off with at least 2. I like the idea about running it this way. Keep it up out of the way. Can't quite tell if that's straight or not, but we're trying. Okay. I don't think I have it in the truck. Nope. Okay. Now, did I get all these? Nope. Still gotta do that too. Okay. Yeah. Move in, out. In, out. We will have our out there. Okay. And then we have power. Okay. Well, if everything is set up right, it should start showing up right up here. There it is. Then we have to go from this into a constructor and so on and so forth down the line. But this is what this has all been about, guys. Getting to this stage, getting this all set up. We may set up more of those. Let's see this. Let's say we start right there. Okay. That's going to go into the aluminum casing. I'm missing plastic. Okay. And then that is going to have to... Okay. So this is doing nothing with aluminum right now. Okay. sure. Because right now, that's what we need. So, we'll just go ahead and get that going. And we'll fix all this later on. We need those casings. And we'll have to get into this and figure out how much we need and la-di-da-di-da. You know the drill. Once I figure all that out, we'll be able to organize this area a little bit better, get it a little bit more efficient for us. And we'll just keep moving forward. It still leaves us a lot of room in the factory. Who knows? Maybe we have to run the constructor side over there and set this up with a bunch of foundries. I don't know. We got to see how much this stuff is using up, see how well our system runs and continues, you know, if it can keep up or not. We'll just have to run it and look for the, you know, look at the numbers, see what we need. We'll add, subtract, whatever we got to do. We'll get it working right. We got to get our steel beams and stuff up down there. I had that shut off so the ore could catch back up. Yep, we're finally here, guys. We are finally here. We're doing it. I don't know exactly how many of these we need right now, but I know we're going to need other stuff too. Because we got to do aluminum sheets. But if I think I have to have these to unlock that. We'll have to go see how many of those we need for all that stuff and just keep trying to move forward. But I have a little girl's birthday party tomorrow, and it's going on 2 a.m. for me. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day. We had a long drive getting some groceries today. We went out to a couple of Mennonite stores, and it's a good little drive out there and back. But yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, guys. I wish I could go all night, but if I don't get my butt to bed, well, I'm going to have a very upset daughter in the morning because I'm not up and ready to go. So tomorrow I'm thinking I should be able to find some time, but obviously celebrating my daughter comes first. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here for tonight. We've made a lot of progress. I do greatly, greatly appreciate you all for being here and being a part of this. I greatly appreciate your support. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed weekend, and I hope to see you back here next time.
I'm gonna get you, gonna make you fall in love with me, you want more. Yeah, but you never had a better way, I do it all. I'm gonna get you, gonna make you fall in love with me, you want more. Yeah, but you never had a better way, I do it all. I'm gonna get you, gonna make you fall in love. Yeah, but you never had a
If you're
better
still
way,
with me, guys, I just dropped a link in the chat to
gonna get
our
you,
buddy Fireside over
make you
there.
want
I
more.
believe he is still
Yeah, but
live,
you never had a
and
better
I
way,
believe he is doing Satisfactory. If you'd like to go
I'm gonna
check
get
him out,
you,
I know
gonna
he
make you
said
fall
something
in
about
love.
tearing his whole entire factory apart redoing it, so might be some exciting stuff over there, guys. He's a huge supporter of our channel. Greatly appreciate him. If you got nothing else to do, well, I might just catch you all over there. See ya.